My friend has a strange mother. In other people's homes, when their children are away, the parents eat well, but not my friend's mother. Whether her children are away or at home, her parents always eat well. There have been several times when my friend's mother took pictures to show off her fancy food, and my friend wondered why. Her mother replied, "Should I wait for my children to come back before I can eat well? I suffer enough on my own, worrying about my children being away from home." She gave birth to my friend and took care of herself just fine without relying on anyone. Her love life is a bit complicated. She has been in love with a guy for almost 2 years. When they were about to get engaged, she found out that he had someone else. She was still struggling with how to handle the situation when her mother told her to break up if it couldn't continue. She cried and invited all the relatives. Isn't her mother afraid of losing face? Her mother replied, "Losing face for a few years is nothing compared to being miserable for a longer time if you two get married and can't live together." A few years ago, her mother retired. My friend thought she needed to spend some time comforting her mother and finding a yoga class or a club to make her feel better. But it turned out differently. Just a few days after retiring, her mother went to the market to sell goods with the wife of a colleague. She continued selling for several more years until recently. The task of finding a club for her mother was something my friend had set for herself, but she didn't have a chance to fulfill it, because before she could find one, her mother had already found it. When she told me the story, she sighed a lot, but her tone was very boastful. My friend is open-minded, cheerful, and optimistic. She has encountered many obstacles in life, not just a rosy picture. But I don't see her being afraid. I once asked her about it. She replied, "Maybe because my mother is so amazing. Knowing that I have a support system, I have nothing to fear." I admire her.